And the name of our chapter is laws. Laws, it means rules, regulation. Okay. So you know that at the time of British government, there were so many laws are there, but this law are not, we can say that this law is not good for the human beings. Okay, it means the so many people they are suffered with these laws. And if we discuss about the law, so right now, because we are living in a democratic country, so in this democratic country, the laws that is same for all. It means all the peoples are equal in the eyes of law. Either he belong from any community, either rich or poor, either man or woman, either he live in any part of the country. The laws are same for all the people. Either he is a president of the country, either he is the prime minister of the country, or a poor farmer. Whatever the law or whatever the rules of law, it is just the same for all the people. It means the people are, we can say that the law is applied on same manner. So this things is possible because we are living in a democratic country, and in this democratic country all the people are equal in the eyes of law. कानून की नजर में सभी लोग समान हैं. Okay, no any person is a big and no any person is a small. But if we discuss about the history, in the history time, okay, that in your next topic that influenced by history. So we can say that the whatever the rules and regulation and law that is prepared by the British government. So mainly the British government is preparing the law for their beneficial only. It means they are not taking care of the Indian people that either this law is good for them or not. So that's why they have just prepared so many laws. Maybe some law they because at the time before the arrival of the British government, there are so many social evils in our country, and in the history we have discussed so many social evils. So some laws that is prepared by the government, it means they want to just remove some type of social evil from our country, and they just want to introduce the Western education. So then also so many people just against, because they are not just want that it means the transformation of their rules and regulation, they don't want. That's why some people oppose this law. Definitely because the William Bentinck, they have just stopped the sati system, okay, and they have just introduced the Western education. They have just started the education system, proper education system. So this law is very good for us, but then also some people they have just criticized. And if we discuss about some different type of laws, so we can say that whatever the laws that is prepared by the British government, so this all law is not good for the people. That's why they have just started the revolt against the British government. In the history we have discussed about in my previous video, you can see that I have just posted so many videos of the history side also. So you can see that in the history, the British government have prepared so many laws, and because the people they are not very much happy with this type of laws, so that's why they just against to the British government. So we can say that the British government have some arbitrary law. It means man-made rules, and because we people have problem about to accept this law, because whatever it means some law that is started by the British government, so this law for their beneficial only, and sometimes we people just face the problem with our own countryside people also. Okay, so we can say that whatever the law that is prepared by the British government, this law, all the laws is not good for us. And now we discuss two types of law that is started by the British government. So in this series we will discuss about the arbitrary British law. Arbitrary British law, it means 19. In this Rowlatt Act also that the same the process is that the member of the British government, they can just send to any of the person in the imprisoned person without any court trial. It means without any free trial. The person they just give the punishment to them particular person. It means बिना किसी कोर्ट के मुकदमे के उन लोगों को सजा सुना दी जाती थी. So this is the two of act, that is the Sedition Act and the Rowlatt Act. So many persons they are just against this law, because if any person, if anyone have just do any type of crime, so first of all the hiring should be done in the court, and then also the punishment should be decided. But according to this British government, this two act, that Rowlatt Act and the Sedition Act, they are just giving the punishment to any of the person without any free trial. So that's why some lawyers they are just come in front of, that is the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Saifuddin Kichlu. These are the some lawyers, and they are just come in front because they just against in this type of act. So they have just started it means they just against, and they just protest against this type of act, and they just want that if the British government want to give the punishment to any of the person, so first of all these two laws should be removed. After that it should be just justified with any of the person. So that's why they are just against the British government. So we can say that these are the laws that is prepared by the British government. And if we discuss about our country, so in our country you can see so many laws are there. Okay. So one question is, I think one question is raised in your mind, that how these laws prepared. Okay. ये law कैसे बनाए जाते हैं? So the main thing is that there are a procedure is that to preparing the law. So now we discuss the procedure that is preparing the law. So we can say that laws are prepared according to the needs of the country and according to the needs of the people. So here we discuss the making of new laws. So first I just want to tell you that the proposal of law, it is known as the bill. Okay, it means whatever the laws are there in the previous stage, it is known as the bill. And when this bill is passed with both the house of the parliament, and after the sign by the president, it will become the law. So there are two types of, we can say that in this procedure there are two types of bill is there. First, that is the ordinary bill, and second, that is the money bill. First, that is the ordinary bill, and second, that is the money bill. So we can say that to making any type of law. So first of all, any of the house of the parliament, you know that in the parliament there are two type of house are there. First, that is the upper house and lower house. Upper house, it means Rajya Sabha, and lower house, it means Lok Sabha. Okay. So any of the house can introduce the bill. Okay. So if we just discuss, first we discuss about the ordinary bill. Okay. So ordinary bill, it means any of the house of the parliament can introduce the ordinary bill. Just note it down the line that any of the house of the parliament can introduce the ordinary bill. Okay. And after that, they are just saying this ordinary bill to the another house, and after discussion and after debate, again they are just sent to the house that is already introduced. And again, if any changes is there, so they just do the changes and the send this bill to the president for the third reading. Okay, first reading, it means the house which is introduced the law. Second reading, they are just sent to the another house, and third reading by the president. And if the president is give the approval to this bill, after that it will become a law. And if we discuss about the money bill, so one important thing is that money bill will introduce only in the Lok Sabha. Okay, it means anyhow the Rajya Sabha cannot introduce the money bill. What is the things is in the money bill? It means all the matter of money, all the matter related to the money, that is known as the money bill. It means the increasing of taxes, the decreasing of taxes, and whatever the things related to money, that is just known as the money bill. So the lower house, it will only introduce the money bill. After introduce the money bill in the lower house, it is just sent to the upper house for the reading, and when the upper house they just want to any changes, so often they can do, but they have to return. It means this is the proposal that ordinary bill they can take with us for many of the days, but if the lower house will send the money bill to the upper house, so within 14 days they have to return this money bill to the lower house again. Okay, especially the timing of the 14 days. After that, this money bill again, if there any discussion, any debates is there, so after that this bill just sent to the president, and when the president signed the bill, it will become a law. Okay, so this is the complete procedure of the making of new law. It means the proposal of new law is known as the bill, and after that any bill become the law. So we can say that this law is introduced in the area of the House of the Parliament. But the next topic in your chapter, that is the role of the people. Okay, so we can say that it is not just happen that always the law is prepared by the Parliament only. It means sometime the people, if they just want to introduce any of the law, so in this way they can also introduce, but some procedure is there. So we can say that our country is a democratic country, and it is just successful when here all the demands of the people, it is just whatever the legal demand of the people, it is just fulfilled. So that's why it is just a balance of our country, because our country is a democratic country, and here the people they can just choose their own representative. So with the help of representative, they can just put their demand in front of the government. Okay, so if we discuss about the role of the people to introduce the new law, so when the people they just want that any of the law it should be introduced, and this law is good for the people, so they can just introduce this type of law, but with the help of the representative. If they are just it means if the so many people they are just supported, it is not possible that if any of the single person that want this law should be prepared, and in the same manner that law should be prepared, it is not happen. But when the so many people they are just agree that this law should be prepared for the beneficial of the people, so in this way the law are become. So in your case study, one topic is there in your book, that is the case study. In this case study, you can see the journey of the Jan Lokpal Bill to understand how the demand of the people for corruption-free India. It means the case study there. So you can see that how the demand, because in this way the people have just created a demand that corruption-free India. So that's why they have just started a movement, and thousands of people just joined the movement, and Anna Hazare just supported, and with the help of it, it is just prepared. So you can, the case study is there in your book, so you can just read the topic. And one more topic is there, that controversial law. It means some law that is prepared by the government, but then also sometimes the people felt that this law is not good for us, so that's why they just want to change or want to bend this type of law. Okay, so that is also the procedure of in our constitution, that if the person, in the same manner, if there are so many person, not for the choice of a single person, if the person they are just want this law is not good for us, or this is the controversial law. So in that condition, they can just do their efforts for the changing the law. In this way, there are two examples are in your book. That is the Section 66A of the Information Technology Act 2000 was enacted in 2008. So with the help of the book, I will just explain these two examples to you. That is the Section 66A of the Information Technology Act 2000 was enacted in 2008 by the Parliament. And why this act is introduced? To order, to protect the victim from cyber crimes. And it brought those people under the scanner of law who are already causing animals like inconvenience, danger, insult, injury, criminal, intimidation, okay, they are just ill while using the internet. So while this law sought to protect people against internet related abuse, and a petition मतलब याचिका, a petition was filed against it, and civil society groups argued that Section 66A violated the right to the freedom of speech and expression. It means they had to introduce that this law, it is just violated the rights of the people of freedom and their speech, because this is our fundamental right. So that's why this are just finished. And in 2012, the one more example is there, that in 2012, two young women were arrested under the Information Technology Act 2000 for posting comment on the internet against the government-sponsored shutdown in Mumbai following the death of renowned political leader in Maharashtra. And this caused widespread protest from people in all parts of the country. And following the protest, the Supreme Court of India repealed Section 66A, the Information Technology Act, and in this way, we can say that the Justice R.F. Nariman said Section 66A is unconstitutional, and we have to no hesitation strike it down. It means whatever the law that is introduced by the government is just let down. So in this series, we can say that whatever the responsibility of the government in the same manner, because we people are just thinking about always the responsibility of the government only. Okay, so definitely this is it means to live people in any of the people, they can just live happily in a country in a peaceful manner. That is the responsibility of government. But in the same manner, because we people are always just take care of our rights, not our duties. Okay, it means always we just follow that this is our rights. So definitely we people should enjoy our rights, but in the same manner we should just pay full for our duties also. Okay, so because our constitution has introduced the fundamental rights as well as the fundamental duties also. In the previous chapter we have discussed about the fundamental rights and the fundamental duties. So this is our duty, that definitely we should just enjoy our fundamental rights, but in the same manner we should just pay full for our duties also. It means we should not forget our duties, that what is our duty as a responsible citizen of this country. So you can see that in this chapter, that is the law, we have discussed about that all the people, they are equal in the eyes of law. It means the rules of law, it is same for all the people. Okay, and after that we have discussed the history, influenced by history we have discussed, and whatever the two types we can say the arbitraries law that is introduced by the British government, and we have just continue our journey with the making of new law. There are two types of bills are there, ordinary bill and money bill, and how the people they can introduce the law, and how the people they are not happy with any of the law, so how they can just stop it. And in this way we can see that here our this particular chapter is finished. So please go through the topic, whatever the topic I have explained you, and very soon we will meet with the next chapter. Thank you.